Hi, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. We're going to be doing a timeless reading today. If you don't want to see the astrology portion, I'm going to have the tarot portion time stamped in the comment section below. But that said, charts and transits are right next to me. I'm pretty sure last time we tapped in, nope. So Mercury is now direct. I don't think we were doing a reading when it went direct, but it was a few days before. So Mercury is direct. We do still have a few planets in retrograde. But we're going to be taking a look at a few things. So, most notably, I'm looking at Sun opposing Neptune, Sun trining Pluto, as well as Venus squaring Uranus, and then Moon sextile Saturn, Moon square Neptune, and Sun quincunx Saturn, as well as Sun squaring the Moon. All of that to say that right now in your relationships, there is a need to separate yourself from your partner. And what I mean by that is with all of this really intense, watery, I don't know, it just feels like a very watery energy. What do we even have these planets in? Let's see, yeah, we do have Neptune in Pisces, Uranus in Taurus, Saturn's in Pisces as well. We're in Virgo season, Moon is in Capricorn. So it's like this intense mesh of like earth and water, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of where I feel like that separation is needed to be understood, right? Because if you think about the elements of earth and water, they are very, very closely intertwined, especially just geologically, if you want to get into that. But aside from the point, I feel like right now, there is that push and pull, the Sun opposing Neptune. There's the push and pull between your individuality and essentially your, if we're looking at this in terms of relationships, this is the push and pull between your individuality and your place in the relationship. So this is you and your person needing to maintain that individuality while also continuing to invest in each other and the relationship. A lot of the times when you enter into new relationships or when you enter into a new cycle of a relationship or just being in a relationship, a lot of the times it can be really easy to lose yourself in the relationship and to there's like a sense of needing to essentially draw a line between how deeply you intertwine with your person. So that's the energy I'm seeing here, right? With the Uranus sextile Neptune, Uranus trining Pluto, there's all of this new old cycle energy going on. So I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to piece all of this together in a way that's making sense. But let's say Sun trining Pluto and Venus squaring Uranus. There's some really deep, intense spiritual lessons going on in your relationships right now, right? And because you're entering a new cycle, like we've talked about that new cycle that we've entered into, and now that you are in that new cycle, there are still new lessons to be learned. There's still triggers to be processed. There are always going to be new things to learn in your relationships, but the positive aspect of this energy with the Sun quincunx Saturn is this relationship and cycle is giving you the opportunity to essentially start a new cycle. So this is like a decision that you're both making right now to start a new cycle with each other. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with this Uranus energy and this Neptune energy. A lot of stuff going on with the sun and a lot of stuff going on with the depths of your emotions and your own spiritual nature and spiritual lessons and spiritual abilities here. There's just this huge push and pull between your need to separate yourself from what you're feeling and what you're seeing and what your person is seeing and feeling and trying to kind of figure out what is what, right? So it's like there's all of this really intense energy going on between you and this person, and there's a need to just take a step back to reflect on what you're feeling, right? Because we have this stuff going on with Saturn, it is still in retrograde and it is in Pisces. This is again that last review before you really make a big decision, especially because Jupiter is also retrograde. This is the time to really reflect before making any really large decisions at all surrounding any area of your life. But I'm being more specifically drawn to relationships. We do still have Venus sextile Mars, which I do feel like is a really beneficial energy for us right now, especially when it comes to taking action in love and relationships, as well as Mercury trining Jupiter. And so right now I feel like you're having an entire shift in consciousness surrounding what is possible in your relationships because you're now seeing a lot of things happening very quickly for you, especially with Mercury being direct. and just these cycles that we are starting. I don't feel like this is closing. I feel like this is starting. And so this is you really needing to utilize your intuition surrounding which direction you want to go. And I feel like you and your person are both in that space of really reflecting on how this is going to fit into each other's lives. So in the new cycle, in this new relationship, however that looks for you, trying to separate yourself from the relationship enough to be able to understand where does there need to be compromise? What does your person need? What do you need? How do you want your future to look like? All of these questions are coming to the forefront with these energies right now, and it's really getting you to take a look at how to do this in a way that is going to be healthy for both of you. So I'm going to leave it there. We're going to hop right into the tarot portion. If you want to book a personal reading, subscribe to Patreon or listen to my music. Everything's in the description. Whenever contact you for a reading in any way, shape, or form, only way to book a reading is to DM me on Instagram or send me an email. Keep in mind these readings are general, and if they do not resonate, please do not force them. I will say one thing real quick. If you're starting to notice that readings are no longer resonating with you, a lot of the times that's because you are entering into a phase of your life that certain readers may not be tapping into. A lot of the times this is just speaking on the fact that you have really outgrown a lot of karmic cycles in your life. And so if this doesn't resonate, or I no longer resonate for you as a reader, that's because you've entered a whole new cycle where I feel like it's not even that it's above or below anything, but it's just to say that don't force it if it doesn't fit, right? So that said, we're going to be using Hieronymus Bosch for clarifying and Book of Thoth for just regular messages. So I give thanks to God, my guides, angels, and ancestors for any messages that want to come out for us today. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles. No, it's Cups. Excuse me, Five of Cups. We have the, what is this? The Princess of Swords. We have the Hermit, Ten of Cups, and High Priestess, and the Fool. Exactly what we just talked about in the astrology portion. So this is that period of really reflecting before making any decisions. I feel like I feel like both of you right now, it's like I don't see any separation between you and this person. I see you two. I almost kind of see these as counterparts in a way, if that makes sense. I know technically speaking it would be the Hierophant to be the counterpart, or the Magician, excuse me, to be the counterpart of the Priestess here, but I feel like with the Fool and the High Priestess, there's just this sense of urgency. I don't necessarily know how else to put it. I feel like this may very well be somebody you're dealing with here. I feel like, I don't know, man, with like the Hermit and the Princess of Swords, I feel like this person had like some major realization about you or something. And I feel like that's because something happened in this person's life recently. I mean, these are timeless readings, so take it as it resonates. But Five of Cups and the Sun. And this is somebody who, like, they had some sort of really huge epiphany about their life and the people in their life, and just, I don't know what it is that happened to this person, but some major thing occurred. It just feels like a big event, and it was a culmination of small events that has led up until this point where this person is just like, okay, now I understand. That's the energy I'm seeing here. This person now gets it. Whatever they weren't seeing before, they see it now. And that's what's really giving them clarity on this relationship here. And I feel like that's why you're starting to see progress. So if you've noticed this person being more communicative, or working with you being more cooperative, or if your commitment is deepening in this relationship, that's solely because this person here went through some sort of major awakening, or is already currently in some sort of major awakening. But remember, a lot of the times in relationships like this that I read for, you are having things reflected back to you, both positive and negative, considering those are subjective terms. However, I will say that you and this person here have entered some sort of really abundant cycle together, and I feel like this is both of you at the same time having this realization. As one person realizes, the other person realizes. I'm seeing two people sitting alone by themselves, right? Just kind of really reflecting on what they want their future to look like. And I feel like this is both of you trying to decide, what is my future going to be? What do I want for myself? What do I want out of life and love? right? Princess of Swords and Five of Cups. What hasn't worked for me in the past? What do I have to do differently in order to get different results? And I feel like because of this realization you're both having, again, this is leading to that deep spiritual knowing. And I feel like there's some sort of risk about to be taken if it hasn't already been taken. The decision has been made. I don't necessarily feel like the action has been taken. And I feel like that's kind of why we're seeing this Princess of Swords, the Sun, and the Hermit here. This is still kind of holding back, being in hermit mode a little bit, reflecting before making that big decision, right? Jupiter retrograde energy, this is exactly that. Want like all of these really beautiful things happening and all these great things coming in, but also making sure you're taking the time to reflect before making any major decisions, okay? So you can be dealing with, let's see, you can have, what signs do we have here? We have Virgo, we could also have a Leo. We can have, let's see, I'm not really seeing any other signs on the cards. I usually have the signs, I'm not seeing them on all the cards. Could be a Virgo, could be a Leo, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be a Libra that you're dealing with. I don't know. Let's go ahead and clarify. I would like to clarify just, kind of want to know what's going on with the Fool, Ten of Cups, and the Priestess. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Universe. Can you tell me about these two as well, please? We have the Aeon. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords bottom of the deck. We have the Nine of Cups, the Aeon, Universe, and Six of Pentacles reverse. So, this is Saturnian energy for sure. The Universe is the card of Saturn, I believe, in this deck. This feels like, it's almost like the Universe is like orchestrating some major event. So I don't even think this is something that I don't think either of you even have control over what's happening. Like, you have control over yourselves, like at the autonomous level as individuals, right? And you have free will. But there's something about this relationship here where the Universe is making sure that things happen the way they should, if that makes sense. It's like it's divinely orchestrated. So it's like, with this energy here, I feel like you're both surrendering to this relationship. Right, because I'm clarifying the Fool, Ten of Cups, and the Priestess. And we're getting huge major arcanas. Like, this is like straight up universal energy here, right? When we have the Universe and we have the Aeon. I mean, if you know anything about Egyptian mythologies, this essentially has to do with, this is like the entirety of existence. This is like as above, so below, right? This is represented by divine feminine energy as well. I can't recall the name of the goddess that this represents, but this is the goddess of the divine feminine in Egyptian mythology. And then we have the universal energy here. And so it's almost like this, I believe this is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. I want to say it looks very similar. But what I'm seeing here, there's some major wheel turning, and I feel like this is something where everything is aligning exactly as it should. And I feel like this is extremely fulfilling for the both of you. I don't feel like this is one-sided in any way, shape, or form. I mean, especially because we're clarifying the Ten of Cups and we get the Nine of Cups. You can't really get any higher than the Ten of Cups when you're in the Cups, because it goes right back to the Ace of Cups. So this is really just telling me that there is something really beautiful happening here for you in this relationship. I don't know if you see this coming yet, or if you're already in this, but with the Six of Pentacles reverse, I feel like whatever was imbalanced, the Universe is bringing that back into balance. And so if you were experiencing conflict in your relationship, or if you were experiencing outside influences or anything like that, all of that has just been shut down. And I feel like you've entered into this really prosperous area of your life, whether that's in this relationship or otherwise. Especially with the Ace of Swords here, clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. There's some major change coming in right now. It's huge. It's like massive. I don't even know how else to... I've never really read for this kind of energy before. This is pretty much like... This is like a new thing for us here on the channel, where I mean, we've read for all kinds of energies together for almost like 2 years now, right? Or maybe like 3, 4 years even. We've been doing this for a long time, and I would have to say this is the first time we've ever had anything like this come out. It's really beautiful. I haven't seen anything. That's why I made a little comment in the beginning of the video, because I've also found myself no longer resonating with a lot of readers that I really do enjoy. And it's nothing against the readers or anything like that, but it's because I've not seen any energy like this in any of the readings. And I feel like that's kind of why I wanted to hop on as well. I took a little bit of a break. I took like a week break, right? I wanted to kind of regain my energy, and I feel like it's because I needed to tap into this for you guys. Here we have the the Emperor coming out. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Lovers and Justice. So we have Five of Swords, bottom of the deck. This is huge, man. God, this is massive. What are y'all into, man? We have the Lovers, we have Justice, we have Nine of Wands, and the Emperor. That is massive. Plans being made here. I feel like somebody's about to bring a major... I don't know if this is you or your person, but somebody here is planning something big. I don't know what it is. I mean, this could be Gemini, Libra, Aries. We also have Sagittarius on the chart, or on the table. This is big, dude. I don't know what it is exactly. But somebody here, it's extremely passionate. This is like over excitement even. This is like overwhelmed. This is just like, there's so much passion and energy here in this reading that it's like, I think the advice that I would is to ground yourself, right? Make sure you're both taking time to ground yourself. But I feel like, man, somebody with the Lovers and the Justice here, I feel like there's a major decision that has been made to move forward in this relationship. I don't know how else to put it. I feel like, I mean, we don't have the Four of Wands, so I can't really say this is a marriage energy, but it feels like that. It feels like some sort of spiritual union here. I feel like the scales have been balanced in both of your lives and in this relationship, right? With the Two of Pentacles, the Universe, and the Ace of Swords. Like this is like some sort of clarity about to be brought into your awareness. If it already hasn't been brought into your awareness, I feel like this is somebody you're dealing with that wants to bring this to your awareness. I don't know if this person has told you exactly what they've been planning, or maybe they haven't even told you that they want to be in a relationship with you, or even if they have, maybe they haven't really been fully honest with how truly, intensely they've been feeling for you. I don't think this person is really, like with the Hermit energy that came out, this is, look, all I'm going to say is I feel like the universe has shown this person something. And I feel like it was unrelated to you. We have Jupiter here with Two of Pentacles as a card of Jupiter. And so I feel like the universe has shown this person what is possible, not only in your relationship, but in their life. And because this person is now seeing past their old mental blocks, they're now able to see this relationship clearly, which is allowing them to actually make solid plans for the future for the both of you. I don't know if they're including you in this planning phase, but there is some sort of major thing. Let's clarify. Let's go ahead and clarify this. What is this major thing that's being planned here? This major decision being made. So we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. This is some kind of deep spiritual union. We have the, what is this? The Prince of Wands. We have the Devil reversed. And we have the Eight of Cups. That's interesting. You can be dealing with the Pisces, Capricorn. It can be an Aries. I'd like to clarify this before I speak on it, please. Can you tell me about the Eight of Cups, the Devil, and the Page of Wands? Temperance came out again. Princess of Wands reverse. The Tower. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is, as far as a decision being made, I feel like this is somebody like leaving behind a bunch of people. I don't even know how, I mean, because it's like we have, I see two people here. We have the Princess of Wands upright, and then, no. Prince of Wands upright, Princess of Wands reverse. And I'm asking, well, what is this decision being made? And then we have the Eight of Cups and the Devil. And so this is somebody here that's just like no longer, they're just like wholeheartedly decided to move towards you and away from whatever this is. Okay, so this is somebody that is, if they haven't done it already, they're in the process of doing that. And I feel like it's a multi-layered process where this person is having one realization after the next. Right? So it's like as one relationship comes to an end, they now look at why was I involved with this Princess of Wands reverse, and now they're looking at, okay, well, why am I involved with this Princess of Wands? Like, what? No, excuse me, Princess of Wands reverse and Prince of Wands. So it's somebody that's just like, okay, let me take a look at why I felt the need to be involved in certain areas of my life, and that's the Tower here. This is major change. Tower energy. I like Tower energy because this is the universe coming in and saying this is no longer working for you. We need to make a change. And if you don't make a change, I'm going to do it for you. That's what the Tower is to me whenever it shows up in a reading like this. This is somebody who is like, so I think we're now seeing the fact that they're getting this major realization about these people around them. Family, friends, romantic exes, or whatever it is. This is somebody that's just like, yeah, I'm not even... Like, this is the energy of, like, you know, how can I even put this? I haven't, like, really done this in a long time, but the best way I can say this is when you're, I don't know, if you're, like, at a party and you're just, like, partying too hard and you just kind of, you black out and you wake up and you're just like, what is going on? And you're like, I need to get out of here. I need to, you know what I mean? You kind of so disoriented and you're like, I need to go somewhere quiet, or I need to go, you know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. That's what it feels like. Somebody here who, it's like the blindfolds have been ripped off of this person's eyes and they're looking around at everything and they're like, this is not at all what I want for myself or my life. This is somebody who's like, I want to go towards this person. I don't want to be involved in this. And I feel like that's the major decision that we're seeing here. They're like, I don't want this energy around me. I don't want these people around me. I don't want this lifestyle anymore. All I want is this relationship. I feel like this is somebody who is just like devoted wholeheartedly to building this relationship here with you. It's really interesting kind of energy. Let's go ahead and, oops, excuse me. Just dropped my headphones. We're going to clarify here with the Hieronymus Bosch. Whatever wants to come out at this point. I feel like this is also a major realization for these people. I feel like this relationship coming together for you two, excuse me, it's causing a lot of people to have some major realizations about themselves. Excuse me, these are people that are looking at themselves. Oh my God, excuse me, guys. These are people looking at themselves through you guys and now understanding what they could do differently for themselves. That's also what I'm seeing here. And I feel like you two coming together in this union of sorts is causing a lot of Tower moments for a lot of people. I think these are people that didn't believe in you or your person, like just as individuals, and these are people that are like, oh, this you were never gonna do this, or people that would just kind of like, you know, write you off. And much to their own dismay, you both are overcoming whatever challenges were in place, and because of that, you're now coming together in what looks like to be a very beautiful union here. Yeah, Ace of Skates. It says instability, danger, and uselessness. You have Knight of Books. We have the King of Berries. Okay. This is interesting. So I feel like we're getting a look at whatever is being let go of, whoever this King of Berries and Knight of Books is. What I'm seeing here is this. The Ace of Skates to me is this person walking away from instability, walking away from the arguments, walking away from anything that was causing conflict, moving towards, I should have done it this way, this relationship here, which is actually mutually beneficial. However, I feel like it feels like there's a sense of being an outcast. And I feel like this person feels like an outcast in whatever group dynamic they're in. Right? Queen of Skates, Center of Pride, King of Books. This is somebody who is just like, they're seeing how their own pride may have gotten in the way of the relationship in the first place. I feel like, yeah, man, there's a lot of people around both of you, I feel like, that are gossiping about this relationship. But I don't know, man. I don't necessarily, like, this could be like a parental figure even with the King of Books, Center of Pride, and Queen of Skates. You know what I'm seeing? I think this person was trying to get advice from somebody that they looked up to. Somebody that they trusted, like, a lot. And I think something happened here with this person where something fell through. Something that they were supposed to be able to rely on this person for fell through. And they're just now understanding that, wow, through one interaction, this person is completely losing trust and faith in whoever this was. And I feel like that's what's being walked away from. I don't feel like this is romantic. I feel like this is your person now understanding that somebody that they were placing their trust in, whether this was just for advice about the relationship or just somebody that they confided in, this person did or said something that made your person realize there was a lot of instability being caused through them listening or being involved with this person. That's what that feels like. With the Paradise here, Prince of Swords, and the Baron of Coins, right? I feel like these are people, this is somebody here who just wants to find peace, okay? Right? I feel like this is somebody who really actually sees a victory here with you. It's like you're both overcoming all odds against this relationship. Anything that was causing any instability has been overcome, but I'm also seeing that it's like you're being protected. This relationship is being protected, right? This is kind of what it feels like to me with this energy here. This is like, I feel like you're both being guided and protected. I feel like this is a divinely supported relationship, and it's like there's the possibility to overcome any challenge so long as you two work together. You two can overcome any challenges that were getting in the way of this relationship, and I feel like you're both seeing that now. I will say though, I would definitely watch your money if you're spending too much, or if you're going to be making a major investment, if you're going to be moving, or you're going to be moving in, or there's some sort of investment that needs to be made. Make sure to keep a watch on how you're spending and make sure you're saving enough. This could also just be somebody that is having financial troubles, but I feel like it's because they were supporting somebody else. I feel like this is somebody who was involved with somebody who was trying to use them for money, which is also part of the whole realization of whatever it was that was going on. And so because of all of these realizations, this person is now understanding that whether they're in another relationship, does not look like they are. I feel like they were just involved in something, whether it was a friend or a family member, that was trying to cause instability in their life by creating illusions about what was possible. And keep in mind that that's just subjective projections from fear and lack mentality from whoever this person is projecting onto them. Anyways, let's get some final advice here for you about this, because it looks like you two are coming together, if you're not already together. And that's just causing a lot of tower moments for a lot of people. I don't know how else to put it. Okay, we're going to take two. So we have Page of Coins, and then we have these two cards come out a lot. Page of Coins and Prince of Books, bottom of the deck, Ace of Coins. So this is a massive opportunity for you two, man, with the Ace of Coins here. Okay, we have the Prince of Books, and then the Page of Coins. Again, overcoming challenges, dude. We've gotten overcoming challenges twice with you and this person. I feel like they're trying to overcome financial instability, is what it feels like. I feel like this is something where this person may want to combine resources with you. So I would also keep a lookout for that. So if this person comes forward very quickly and wants to start things very quickly, it could be from a place of wanting another person to combine resources with, to be stable with. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I think in today's day and age, with the way the economy is, it seems like a smart thing to do, especially when you're thinking about a long-term relationship. That's something that will come to the forefront of the discussion at some point, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it's like all of the passion is there, and now comes the stability. That's also what I'm seeing. I feel like this is just an extension of the decision being made. Because you two have overcome these challenges that you were going through, you've reached a new stable space in this relationship. However, I feel like now there's a need to talk about that. It doesn't feel like a bad conversation. I feel like this is just two people like wanting to work together, basically saying like, hey, like this is what I want for my life, this is what I want for my life. How can we create a life together? That's what this energy feels like to me. And as a final advice, because we're pulling this as an advice, I feel like this is you essentially needing to be patient. When I see the Page of Coins, I feel like this is slow moving. We have the Ace of Coins, so it's new and it's stable. But there is a need for patience. It is slow moving. It's needing to make sure you're understanding everything that you've been through so far, applying the lessons from the past, and making sure you're not making the same decisions. I feel like money is just an issue here. I don't know if it's a bad issue or a good issue. It is something here. So let's go ahead and, oh yeah, we're supposed to finish off with the Book of Thoth Tarot. So let's get some clarity on this final advice here with the Six of Cups reverse. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. Don't let your fears hold you back. I feel like there's a little bit of stress about this. Okay, we have Lust or Strength. We have Six of Cups reversed. We have Five of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I just keep getting this vibe. This like something has to be left behind. I don't know. I feel like this is connected to either you or your person. I feel like because it's a final advice though, this is kind of saying that it's like this period of overthinking and worrying too much. Oh, okay, you know what it is. Yeah, I got it. Because we have the Six of Cups reversed and we have the Five of Pentacles, this is not letting the past stop you from moving forward in this connection. Right? Strength and Page of Pentacles. Don't let the past hold you back. Like if this person has changed and they're showing up differently and they are doing things the right way this time, don't hold the past against them. I feel like they really do take you seriously. They want to build a future with you, but it's going to take both of you letting go of your individual pasts, both outside of the relationship and inside of the relationship. That's where I'm going to leave it. I think this is a beautiful reading, man. Really excited to see where this goes for you guys. I really hope this resonated, and if it didn't, please do not force it. But that said, that's all I got, man. If you want to book a personal, subscribe to Patreon or listen to my music, everything's in the description. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next reading. Goodbye.